Well, Remy Ma is out here giving Papoose dubious tapes of herself after cheating on him for months with the Black Captain's protege, Eazy. It appears that Claressa is now portraying her as desperate and attention-seeking, even if she honestly believed the tapes would force him to leave her. Though it's too late, Remy is beginning to see how foolish it was to leave Papoose. Videos of her pet are now sent to him, but he never requests to watch them. How unconcerned you look, Claressa. Even though she says she is not someone to play with, the real question is what her genuine motivations are and why she is attempting to get this man back after he went on with Claressa. Let's get started now. Remy is behaving in this manner because she feels under pressure to be someone Claressa is not and most likely never will be. As a professional boxer, Claressa has won numerous world titles in 5 different weight divisions, in case you were wondering why. However, Remy found it difficult to make a living as a rapper and fell behind Nicki Minaj. She was imprisoned before betraying Papoose with Eazy Da Block Captain, of all people. Recall that the one person who helped her when her life was going apart was Papoose. She likely expected him to stay and tolerate her conduct, but after he had changed and progressed, she had a hard reality check and began to spiral. Papoose truly was her ride or die, even giving up his freedom to assist her escape from prison. So it's not strange that she thought he would always be there for her. He exchanged vows over the phone and married her while she was still in prison as an additional sign of his love for her. Furthermore, he remained faithful to her and never left their relationship, even though he was free to do as he pleased while she was incarcerated. Although they only prohibited him from seeing her for 6 months, things may have gone much worse if he hadn't had capable lawyers on his side. After all of that, she chose to see one of his close friends in order to betray him. He moved on so fast, especially with someone as well-known as Claressa, that even people were surprised. She honestly believed he would stick by her side and keep pursuing her affection, which is the surprising aspect. Many thought he would marry someone modest and unassuming, but he went well beyond Remy, and she fell head over heels when she learned. Claressa exemplifies beauty and talent. She is confined to Eazy, unlike Remy. I would be upset too if I were her. In order to prove that Papoose would never succeed, she assumed he would find someone beneath her. However, he succeeded, and she was unable to cope. She even shared images of Papoose and Claressa that she had taken at her house when Papoose was sleeping in an attempt to create a stir online back in December. Papoose is sleeping soundly in my residence while chatting with Claressa Shields and he. She was anxious as soon as she heard my voice and hung up, unwilling to quit and win the world boxing title. Darling, I'm telling you everything. There are other people out there. If I'm not the only one, why the heck are you tagging me? Realizing she needed to make things clear, Claressa responded to Remy's remarks by asking. In response, Remy posted more screenshots of Claressa asking Papoose to stop bringing her up, saying it was terrible publicity for the whole film she was releasing. The PR team has spent too much time circulating false narratives about me on a daily basis in an attempt to portray me poorly and him as a saint. The wisest course of action, Papoose told me when I pleaded with him to stop feeding the narrative, was to remain silent. Don't worry, I saw everything, but you're so sure the world will see it. I am worn out. You're not his type, he added, therefore he would never be interested in you. Where was Papoose while Remy was attempting to drive this woman, you ask? On Christmas Day, instead of spending time with his children, he posted receipts on Instagram that demonstrated Remy's infidelity to Eazy. Last Christmas, when I was at home with my daughter, Remy was here, he remarked. I've moved on, and now she's furious and dishonest. She refused to believe me when I told her that we could divorce like adults since I wouldn't pretend that I hadn't checked Eazy. The confrontation doesn't matter to anyone. Not a single answer from him. Hashtag highly sensitive, everyone could see that this man was in the fatal posture when I last saw him. At Remy Ma for 4 days, I brought him home after confronting him and waking him up. As you can see by her shaking her head, my daughter was eager to lie about it once more after I brought her home with him. Because he was involved with my wife, I didn't confront him. Instead, he shook my hand before making a move on my wife. Claressa dumped her ex-boyfriend, who even stood up for her by threatening to touch Remy after I hit him, Ma, and posted about this catastrophe on Facebook. You all think I'm crazy, don't you? It's troublesome when the ex-boyfriend stands up for his ex-girlfriend in a dispute that has nothing to do with him. Following this, Remy appeared to distance himself from Papoose and Claressa. However, this was short-lived as they rapidly began to appear everywhere together, And Claressa even confessed her intense love for Papoose.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There we go. We deserve each other. Like, you know, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really...
To make matters worse, there are rumors that Papoose will shortly put the rock on Claressa's finger. This triggered Remy's innate agitation, which led to him acting out. According to a current report, she has been sending him explicit videos and pictures of herself on his phone in an attempt to re-enter his life. If this isn't some sort of demonic behavior, I have no idea who he is. She is aware of the serious relationship this man is in. She still behaves in this manner, nevertheless. Luckily, Papoose is not buying it, and Remy looks more desperate than ever right now. Everybody has a different point of view. For example, one participant stated that it is fine to be apart for a year. According to one observer, Remy fumbled a good black man. It had been hammered for at least 2 years, according to Remy's child. God had obviously blessed Pat's decision because he had taken his time and been methodical in his approach. What do you think today about Remy's attempt to win Papoose back after cheating on him? Normally, ladies would have avoided it. Is it still your belief that Papoose will return to her? Remember to click this link to watch this crazy film, and please feel free to comment below.